Alright, so now I've got those cards I picked up from LGS for this blue-red Niv-Mizzet 1 rare deck I'm supposed to build. I need to find the other cards. Fuck, what am I going to put in? Let's see, World of Council, look at top X cards your library, X number of basic land types, so that would be 2. I would look at the 2. Fuck that. Ain't gonna work. That's a rare. Don't know. Don't think I want anyway. Loser Angel. She could be fun. So 3 mana for 4/4 creature if I've cast another spell this turn. So I need to put in some cheaper spells. That's the Keeper of the Mind. Blue tap, draw a card. Only if a target opponent has at least 2 more cards. I don't know how often that's going to trigger. I don't know. Coral Helm Guide. Spend 5. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. See if there's anything better. Alright. Propaganda. It's an uncommon. 2 in a blue. All creatures attack me cost 2 more. For every time they attack me. Every creature. I've got a lot of older cards that don't have a rarity symbol. Or given restoration. 2 blue. Sorcery. Put target artifact from your graveyard back into play. I love the art. I just think that's really beautiful. Roger Rupp. Roger Rupp. One of the reasons I don't know his name that well is he didn't do that many cards. I can't think of any other card he did. I'm sure he did a couple more, but I mean, look at that. That's just gorgeous. But I'm not sure it's something I need in the deck. So, Stasis is a rare. And not really a fun card to play against. Haha. Prince Wizard. So, 1 double blue. Blue, add 3 colorless. Don't think I really need it. Don't think I want Navigator's Ruin. As for mill. Whirlwind Denial. I don't think anybody's going to be playing Storm. Let's see. Symmetry Sage. Whenever you cast a copy instant, target creature grow base power 2. Arcana Wings. Well, if I have more auras, if I'm going to be playing more creature enchantments, that would be interesting, but I don't think I have that many. Recalibrate, return target creature to its owner's hand, discard it, turn. Strategic planning, look top of your card's library, put one of them in your hand, rest in your graveyard. Do I want that? To be fair, I don't want to take these out. Well, these are rare, so. But are they originally rare? That was probably original rare, but compulsive research. I don't think it was originally rare. I don't know. Strategic planning. Look top of your cards, your library, put one of them in your hand, rest in your graveyard. I don't want to take these out because these English copies are next to the Japanese copies. And so that way I know what the Japanese copy is. Because otherwise I forget because I don't play those cards. What else have I got over here? Well, I've got Fate Stitcher. He's an uncommon. Just tap her and tap into the target permanent. That could be useful. Let's pull him out and see how he works. Specimen Collector comes into play. I get a 1/1 green squirrel, a 0/3 green, 0/3 blue crab. When it dies, create a token to come. I'm not going to do many tokens, I don't think. Puppeteer. He's kind of like Fate Stitcher, except he's 2 in a blue, not 3 in a blue. And I have to pay mana to tap her and tap target creature. I'm not sure. The goal, what I'm trying to do, what I think I want to do with this deck, is have a bunch of flying creatures for evasion, some counter spells, and some burn. That's kind of the rough idea of the deck. All of these are rare. That's uncommon. Freed from the real. 2 and a blue. Tap or untap to enchanted creature. It only works in enchanted creature. This is only for mill. I don't want that. What do I have over here? She gives me no maximum hand size. 1/3 doesn't do anything else. It has kind of crappy stats. Divination, draw 2 cards. Balloon Peddler, blue, tap, discard a card from your hand, target creature gets flying until end of turn. That's actually worth considering. I'll think about that one. I'm only pulling out things that I'm pretty sure will make the deck. Let's look over here again. Rise to Shine, rare. He's a rare. No, Sunken Field is an uncommon. Channel End has tap counter target spell unless the controller pays 1. So that would force my opponents to always keep a mana open and to pay attention to the board state. That could be fun. Let's do that. And it's by Donato Giancola. Okay. So put Sunken Field in there. This is another card. I just got this for the art. I just thought it's pretty. I like the way the foil looks on it, so this is only an art card. But maybe it'll be good in this new one rare deck I'm building. Rite of Passage. Never enchanted creature attacks. Forecast. 1 to blue. Show everybody Rite of Passage. Target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. Not sure if I want that. Not sure if I'm going to have that many instant creatures power 2 or less that attack. Lucid Dreams. Draw X cards. X number of card types. 1 cards. Maybe I should put a Brainstorm in there. Yeah, I probably should, because Niv-Mizzet, he'll trigger when I draw cards, so I need more card draw. That's a rare. Water Trap Weaver. Comes into play, target creature an opponent controls, doesn't tap during its... Let's stick to the things that I know I want. So, enchant permanent has hexproof. When leaves play for the short historic, draw 2 cards. I don't know. Let's flip the page, see what else we got in blue. So what's up here? Phantasmal Image is a rare. That's rare. That only works if I was Milijara. Confiscate, enchant permanent. You control enchanted permanent. That might be good. Rare. Time Bender. Deals with time counters. Impulse. Look top 4 cards your library. 1 in hand. Rest of bottom in any order. It's not draw. So I'm going to pass over it, because if I put in anything that manipulates or pulls extra, any of that shit, I want it to say draw. So, when she inflicts combat damage to a player, I draw a card. So maybe I should put in that Rite of Passage. Okay, let's get it. Because, okay, forecast during my upkeep. So I can forecast during my upkeep, I can give something unblockable, and then I can equip it, because it says creature power 2 or less. It doesn't say you can't increase its power later with equipment. It's bullshit. With fun effects. Let's see. What else? Rare. Is that rare? I don't know. Dreamcoat? Don't know. Because if I'm building a normal commander deck, I don't give a shit what's rare. I'm just building a commander deck. Ooh, this is uncommon. Illusory Ambusher. What does this guy do again? 4 and a blue. Flash. Whenever it's dealt damage, I draw that many cards. That could be interesting. Let's take that. Let's take it. Ninja of the Deep Hours. Time shifted. Fuck it, let's... I'm pretty sure he's an uncommon. But now what I'll do is I'll take this Ether Flux. 2 in a blue. Each of the enchantment gains during your upkeep, pay 2 or sacrifice it. Huh. So somebody's doing some kind of enchantment strategy. This can fuck up their world. But I don't think the other lads are going to do an enchantment strategy. They will have some enchantments, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really justify the Ether Flux. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and I'll switch it out later. But right now I don't know what the good play. Breeze Collar, turn land you control to its owner's hand, a tap target land. That sounds pretty weak. Rare, rare, rare. Don't know. Probably a rare. All these are rare. And what have we got here? We've got Wind Spirit. I don't know what she is. Mirror Image. So Mirror Image is a clone of creature I control. Am I going to have that many interesting creatures? I don't know. I'll wait on the clones. Like I said, let's just stick to what I know is going in. Ring Skipper, Clad. Bullshit, I don't do with that. I'm not dealing with fairies, so I don't really need her now. Thornwind Fairies deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Just flying. If I did fairies, I could do Spellstutter Sprite, Cloud Sprite. Can only block creatures. Okay, let's put in the Cloud Sprite because I do need more flying creatures to meet my goal of having a lot of flying creatures in the deck. Shift. Okay, Thrix is rare, Plagiarize is rare, Coastal Wizard. On your turn, before you attack, you may tap Coastal Wizard to return it and any other creature to its owner's hand. So, he comes into play. He's got Summoning Sickness. After Summoning Sickness is over, before I attack, I can tap him to bounce him. So let's work this out. Let's think this through. And I hope he's not a rare. He probably is because it's Portal. So on my turn, I cast him. So turn 1, cast him. He goes around, and then on my turn before I attack, I can bounce him back to my hand and bounce another creature somebody else controls back to their head. And then after combat, during my second main, I can cast him again, and I can just keep doing that. Is that something I want to do? Is that a good use of my time and mana? I don't know. Let me see if he's a rare before I commit to him. But I'll pull him out so I know to look him up. What do we got over here? Merfolk Wayfinder. When flying comes into play, reveal the top of the card's library. All islands go into my hand, the rest go on the bottom of my library in any order. It's a flying creature. I can equip it. So, yeah, let's put that in there. Owl Familiar and Sage Owl. They are the same. They both cost 1 in a blue. They both are 1/1 flyers. And both of them, when they come to play, look at the top 4 cards from my library. No, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. I'm so wrong. They're both 1/1 flyers for 1 in a blue. Sage Owl, when he comes to play, look at the top 4 cards from the library. I scry 4 without putting them on the bottom. I just rearrange the top 4. Owl Familiar, I loot. I draw and discard. Is this guy? He's probably not a rare. I'll look this up later. I'll put that in a special little look it up later pile. Wall of Mist, 0/5 Defender. Not that impressive. Cloud Gen 6 for a 5/4 flyer. Even in a 1 rare deck, I think I could find something better. Let's look up Al Familiar too. Let's make the deck. I need to get more equipment in the deck. That's what I'm feeling. Cheap flyers and equipment. I think that's what I should do. Beltar Sphinx, whenever source deals damage to it, they put that many cards from the library into the graveyard. Do I want that? Am I interested in that? This Vidalian Mystic. So my friend did this for Christmas. He just screwed up some cards for me. So tap target instant or sorcerer spell becomes the color of your choice. Probably not that great. Ensnare, you may return 2 islands you control to your hand instead of paying a snare's mana cost. Tap all creatures. Okay, that's probably... So, if I think I'm going to be attacked with a big army, I can bounce 2 lands to my hand instead of paying a snare. And wait till you see what he did to the Sea Singer. Yeah, and next to it I've got an unaltered. It's not the great. It's altered, yeah. So, Sea Singer. So if I have no islands, I have to bury her. And I'll use this version because this other one, the Christmas one, is now inappropriate for family play. Bury it if you have no islands. Gain control of the target creature if its controller controls at least 1 island. Lose controls. So I don't know what colors are going to play. I don't know if they will have islands. One of them probably will, but I don't know for sure. Fool's Demise. Let's pull that out. Fool's Demise. 4 and a blue. Enchant creature. When it croaks, return it to play under my control. When this goes to the graveyard, return it to my hand. And I can enchant one of my opponent's creatures, so it doesn't have to be mine. So I can enchant one of their creatures, and if it crooks, it comes to work for me. Big Daddy me. Vidalian Mage, counter target spell. If the caster does not pay an additional 1, pay it as an interrupt. It costs 1 blue. Maybe I should do more of these little taxing effects. I mean, I don't know. I'll build the deck. I need 100 cards, 38 of them, maybe 39 will be lands. So I've got to flesh out the deck with something. Here we go. The counterspell page. So, unwind, counter target non-creature spell, untap up to 3 lands. Let's take that. Cancel, counter target spell. Let's take that. Spell crumple, counter target spell. Put it on the bottom of its owner's library instead of the graveyard. Let's get that. So Scatter Arc, 3 and a blue, counter target creature spell, non-creature spell. Counter target non-creature spell, draw a card. Dismiss, 2 blue, counter target spell, doesn't matter, draw a card. Dream Factor, counter target spell, its controller draws a card, then you draw a card. Let's take out the dismiss. We'll make this counterspell.deck. Okay, what do I have over here? I have this yoke-coded title, Boar. I may return an island I control to my hand instead of paying its mana cost. Tap and tap target creature, just 1 creature. Stern Proctor, blue for a 1/2 wizard. Comes into play, return target artifact or enchantment into owner's hand. Is that going to be interesting enough, though? I will have some bounce. And I am putting more wizards. Maybe I need to do some kind of wizard thing. Useless Scholar, when he croaks, draw 2 cards. Not sure. Crafty Pathmage, target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. Witness of Tomorrows, 5 for a 3/4 flyer, and I can spend 4 and scry 1. Opt, look at the top card of my library. I've got the three, I don't know if you see it, I've got the three ops here. So there's the Japanese Mystic Archive, there's the English Mystic Archive, and there's the original. I think there's another version of op that I'm missing. But, yeah, it's my art binder. Whenever he attacks, draw a card. Just attacks. Doesn't have to actually connect. And it's a common. Fairy Squadron. 1 blue for a 1/1 creature. Doesn't have flying. If I pay 3 and a blue, if I pay 3 double blue, it comes into play with 2 +1/+1 encounters. It comes into play as a 3/3 flyer if I pay 5. That's value, baby. Wow. You just pay 3 colorless, 1 blue more, and you get a 3/3 flyer for 5 mana. Fuck that. I ain't putting that in there. I just love the art. They don't look like any other fairies in the game because Arcade Post did it. Fae of Wishes. What is this? So, I may choose a non-creature card. Okay, that deals with outside the game. So that's really not going to work. Slow motion. Enchant a creature. During the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, they pay 2 or sacrifice the creature. When it is put into graveyard for play, it goes back to my hand. So, during the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, they pay 2 or sacrifice the creature. If they sacrifice the creature dies. Slow motion goes to the graveyard, put in graveyard for play, comes back to my hand. That sounds pretty good. Comparatively. It's not in any deck. If it was really good, if it was actually pretty good, it would already be in a deck, but it's not. Target non-creature artifact control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature, put 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and then 3... I mean, that could be interesting. Queen of Ice. Tap target creature as a sorcery. Fuck that. Okay, Imaginary Pets are rare. Antiquities Wars are rare. I don't know if Shimmers are rare. But, if it's not a rare, that'll be dirty. Because I could play it, and in any color I'm not playing, I can choose that land type, and they gain phasing. So I need to look that up. Oh, that'll be dirty. I bet it's a rare though. Alright, let's see. Musician, put a music counter target creature. During the creature's upkeep, they pay. So, he has a cumulative upkeep. And each turn I can put a music counter on a creature. And then it has an upkeep cost of 1 for each music counter. Those counters are not cumulative, so I don't think I want to deal with that. Breakthrough. Draw 4 cards and choose X cards. Throw away the rest. So if I spend 5, I just draw 4 cards. That's probably not bad. Reset this. There we go. In a 1 rare deck, that's probably not too bad. This deck is becoming heavy blue. Heavy blue. Cypress and Outrigger. When it attacks or blocks, put on top of its owner's library into combat. 4 mana, but it's going to choke my library unless I could draw extra cards. It doesn't say it's indestructible. Put on top of its owner's library, so if it takes lethal damage, it should still die, right? So maybe that would be okay. 4 mana for a 5/5. I don't know. Merfolk with the Pearl Trident. Not really much with Merfolk. Lost in Thought. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Activated abilities can't be played. Its controller may exile 3 cards from its graveyard to ignore this ability until end of turn. So let's put that over there and see if it's going to be what I want. What else? Time of Ice is uncommon. Time of Ice. Tap target creature an opponent controls, and then during my next turn I do it again. Doesn't tap during its controller's next tap step for as long as I control Time of Ice. 3. Return all tap creatures to the owner's hand. I mean, it's an uncommon. Oh, I need more creatures. Let me focus on creatures. I'm pulling out too much fun stuff and not enough creatures. I need more ways to beat people. Not really. Here, Sweep the Skies. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter creature token. Each mana, so I can get 2. That'll make 2. What have I got here? Tap 2 wizards. Tap target permanent. Memory Lapse. Sigil of Sleep. When an enchanted creature deals damage to a player, return target creature the player controls to its owner's hand. Ooh. So Niv-Mizzet is my commander. So if I give this to Niv-Mizzet and he pings a player, I can bounce a creature that controls their hand. That sounds like a good deal. That's a good idea. What about over here? We already looked over here. There's not much over here. What about this page? Anything? Void Mage Husser. She flashes into play, encounters an activated ability. Not a triggered ability, only an activated ability. But whenever I play a spell, I can bounce her back to my hand. Huh. Not sure about that. Over here, I mean, these are the Kazminas. They're uncommon. I can play one of them. Spells your opponent's cast. Target a creature or planeswalker control costs 2 more to cast. -2, create a 2/2 blue wizard token draw, then discard a card. Okay. Let's put in a Kazmina. Which one? The stained glass one or the jump? Let's get the jumpstart one. Would get jumpstart Kazmina. Yeah, I've got a lot of blue cards. Imagine that. I've been playing for a long time and I just have got a lot of blue cards. Okay, when this comes into play, it bounces the creature back to its owner's washout. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hand. Yep. You've got a color I'm not playing. Let's bounce it back to your hand. What else? That's got Infect. I don't care. Proliferate. I'm not really doing anything with that. The same with Thrumming Bird. I'm not sure about Man of War. Those are all rare. Especially him. If Core Fighter is attacked and is not blocked, I may look at the top card of the defending player's library and choose to put that card on the bottom of the library. It's only a 2 mana 1/1 though. I need more decent flyers. Thieving Otter. Whenever deals combat damage to opponent, draw a card. Why not? We'll get the little otter. You otter block. Or I get to draw a card. Traveler's Cloak. Comes play, choose a land type. Enchanted creature has land walk of the chosen type. Yeah, let's pull that out. Let's see. Counterspell. Yep. Let's get a counterspell. Capsize. Is that an uncommon? I need to look that up. Because Capsize can be pretty damn good. You pay 6. 1 double blue plus 3. So you pay 4 colorless blue. Bounce a permanent to its owner's hand and return this to yours if the spell resolves. So it can get really annoying real fast if once you get enough mana. What do I have over here? Brineborn Cutthroat, 2/1 flashy merfolk pirate. Never cast a spell during an opponent's turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Yeah, why not? Let's pull that out. What else? I'm not going to have enough room. Submerge. so I'm not sure about that. So shiny, not really doing token strategy, so that's not guaranteed. It still locks on a creature though. Mischievous Catgeist. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And I can disturb it, and if I disturb it, it becomes a creature enchantment. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If I put that in, I should probably put in the Crafty Path Mage and make it like an unblockable deck. Do something like that. Let's see what other flyers I have first. Oh, Levitation! Oh, yeah! Oh, it's an uncommon. Creatures you control have flying. Yes. Yes, let's put that in there. And let's put in the Mischievous Catgeist because maybe I can levitate it. Levitatable. Walking Sponge. Target creature loses flying, first strike, or trample until end of turn. It's an uncommon. Let's go for it. This is really becoming a mono blue deck. King Crab is he. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's pull it out. Get a look, good look at that mana symbol, or the expansion symbol. No, that's silver. So King Crab is an uncommon. If I'm looking at that, no, he's a rare. No. I don't know, I can't really tell because when I flash it, it looks gold, and then when the light is not shining directly on it, it looks silver. So I actually have to look that up. And if it's a rare, I can't play it. If it's not a rare, King Crab will go into the deck. And fuck you, green guy. Bluster Squall. I can tap all creatures I don't control. Let me focus on the creatures. Let me quit looking at fucking spells and focus on the creatures. What other creatures do I have, if anything? That's his emissary. I could put an air elemental. I've got a revised one. That could be funny. That's his emissary. Whenever it or enchanted creature deals combat damage to player, draw a card. 4 mana for a 3/3. Bestow it for 6. Yeah, why not? Burdened Aerialist. Enters battlefield, create a treasure token. He's an Aerialist, but he doesn't fly. Unless he sacrifice a token. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Whenever I sacrifice a token, he gains flying till end of turn. That sounds like some extra hoops I really don't need to worry about. I just don't want to fuck with. Whitewater Nades. Whenever they or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, target creature can't be blocked this turn. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Well, I did put in like 4 counter spells that cost 1 colorless blue. So if this dude is in play, all those counter spells become counterspell. Dreamcast, draw 3 cards, then choose 2 cards from your hand, put both either in the bottom, top, or your library. Like I said, I'm still looking at is Merchant Ship a common or uncommon? Because that would just be funny. If Merchant Ship attacks and is not blocked, I may gain 2 life. And Scrivener. When Scrivener comes to play, you may return target instant card from graveyard to your hand. So let's get Scrivener, because I have him for the art. Archaeomancer is strictly better. Archaeomancer is, as he, a common, 2/2, but she only costs 2 colorless double blue, so she costs 4, he costs 5. So, and he doesn't return sorceries. She can return sorceries. He cannot. These are all rare. Unspeakable. Oh, that's an uncommon. What does that do? Creatures you don't control get -2, -0 until your next turn. If you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, draw 4 cards. Otherwise, cry 2, then draw 2 cards. Exile it. And then return to the battlefield under your control. Flying trample, +1. And it's an uncommon, so why not?
Why the hell not?
Serendipity. I think he's an uncommon. I'll have to look him up. And I've got the revised version because I like the art. This is actually the if Bifafreet. And somehow, when they did revise, they misprinted it. I'm glad they did because I don't like the way the Serendipity looks. He just looks fucking ugly. Anything else? Yes. We're building one rare decks. We're building decks where you're only allowed to have one rare card, and that is your commander. This is not a rare.